a 5'8" sophomore from New Salisbury, Indiana. Chris Morgan alongside Jalen Tidwell. Jalen, what do you think the keys for the Panthers are going to be in this one?
Well, you know, the Panthers are doing very, very well with their defense and also very, very well behind the three-point line as they get those range shots in there here and again. So definitely have a height disadvantage, just like they did against UMSL. UMSL was a lot bigger than our girls, but this Missouri Baptist Spartans team looks a lot smaller than a lot of the other opponents that we've faced so far this season.
Yeah, I think the Panthers, this might be the first time as the first possession from Missouri Baptist is a turnover. The Panthers are very, they basically run everybody out there about 5'5" to 5'8". Like every now and then they'll throw somebody out there that's 5'10" to 5'11". But this might be the first time we've had a height advantage overall on a team in the 2 years that I've been doing this. As Callie Nowat gets the pass from Lily Grimes, shot no good, gets her own rebound as Kaylee Duncan loses the ball.
Keely Land just barely getting a finger on that ball as she knocks out of bounds and trips up one of the Spartan offenders here. And Missouri Baptist will have a side out. It's been a very long weekend, Chris. We had two guys games before this. Been here pretty much all day.
Ball stolen away. Yeah, I got here about 10:30, almost 11 o'clock, and probably won't leave until around 7.
I'm right there with you, Chris.
And then yesterday, we also had 2 men's games yesterday, as this is the final game of the Thanksgiving Classic presented by Hampton Inn by Hilton. Thanks to Shelby McConnell and her staff at Owensboro South. As a blocking foul called on Sarah Hermosa.
The Missouri Baptist foul.
Callie Nowat going to go to the line to shoot
That's her first
2. Now Nowat's first free throw, no good. Nowat's second free throw, also no good. Very uncharacteristic, missing both free throws. Nowat keeps Taylor in front of her.
Panthers defense doing very well to pounce on the Spartans here as they're trying to keep them from scoring. Hermosa's going to stop and go here for a 2-pointer.
Nice little step back from Hermosa. Grimes kicks it out. Nowat, corner 3, no good. Keely Lamb pulls down the rebound.
Too strong of a 3 there from Nowat. As Keely's trying to drive, spin move, and she is fouled by what looks to be number 25, Alexis Alston. And Lamb will go to the free throw line for the Panthers here.
First, second team foul. 2 shots for Keely Lamb.
Keely Lamb gets the Panthers on the board. Second free throw, no good. Panthers are looking to extend, I believe, what's a 20-game at-home winning streak. Goes all the way back to last year. Seems like the Spartans are going to give the Panthers a little bit of a tough time as we got a 3-second call on Alston.
And that'll send the ball the other way. Chris, going back to your point about the girls having a 20 home game win streak so far. Well, that's pretty impressive so far, but I think that, you know, it's only going to keep increasing as the season goes on because this Panthers team has all the room for improvement, and it's obvious that even with their young blood they have coming in here, they're still a very talented but raw team. But they work very well together.
It's very system-oriented. a lot of time you can't get the younger players to buy in to play defense. And that's something that this Panther team really prides itself on is the defensive end. Like, yeah, you'll see us, we'll put up 80, 90 points in games, but most of the time it's coming off of what is happening on the other end, getting steals, forcing turnovers, not letting the other team get easy looks.
Defense is just as important in, basketball. This is about as much as it is shooting the ball. So, got to have strong defense, and you got to be able to have everybody being 100% committed to the defense as well. So, it's really good that this Panthers team has, people being all in and really, really working hard to try and get the ball back so that way they can put up more points.
Lamb missed the layup on the other side, knocked the ball out of bounds. As the Spartans look to get something going on offense, ball thrown into the hands of Clifford. Nolot 2-on-2 with Lamb. Gives it to Grimes. Grimes now drives left, up, under, and good.
And there's the speed demon doing it again, splitting right through the defense and just getting up and under those Spartan defenders.
I'd almost put her on the floor against some of the men's team and see the difference in the speed. She may be quicker than some of the guys on our men's team, if not 3/4 of them.
Right. Ball getting tied up and knocked loose by Keely Lamb.
Another turnover. Lily Grimes goes up, layup a little too strong.
And the defensive rebound brought down by Kimberly Shaw as the ball goes the other way for the Spartans.
Reverse layup, no good from Taylor.
And
going to have an offensive foul on Keely Lamb, as she did use that off arm to extend a little bit.
Got a little shove in there. Thought she was going to get away with it, but looked like there was a lot more contact, and Taylor really, sold the push off there to really draw the foul.
Leah Richardson checks in, as well as Talia Walton.
Number 13, Jordan White.
And the one I think that's been the most impressive of this new Panthers team is Talia Walton, the 5'11" freshman, redshirt freshman from Stanley, Wisconsin. Traveling a long way to make her hometown here in Kentucky, hopefully for 4 seasons.
The layup is good by number 13, Jordan. Excuse me, 23.
And there's Kaylee Clifford with a sharp shot past the three-point line. She's really extended her range too this season.
The last score from Missouri Baptist was number 23, Megan Facino from McAllister, Oklahoma, as they get it inside. The foul is going to be on Callie Nolot.
Kentucky Wesleyan foul number 22, Kelly Nolot. That's her first, second team foul.
Jordan Wyatt is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And subbed in is Jordan Bargy for Kaylee Clifford.
For Kentucky Wesleyan, number 12,
Jordan Wyatt, a 5'7" senior from Castle Rock, Colorado.
Jordan Wyatt.
This Missouri Baptist team has players from all over the place. Wyatt's first free throw good. A lot of Missouri girls sprinkled in with some foreign players.
Here we go, Leah Richardson, a backside pass trying to go to Keely Lamb as it is kicked away and out of bounds.
As we're going to go to immediate timeout. Panthers lead 8-5 over the Spartans. We'll be back right after this. Duncan and Grimes check back in for the Panthers.
Referee had to cover his face there. He almost got hit square in the mouth with the ball on a almost wild Missouri Baptist pass. As Facino will pull up for the jumper at the free throw line, and it'll stay in there for a 2-point. Down at the other end, Lily Sky Grimes trying to drive, and she missed the 2-point layup, just bouncing right off the rim. Panthers defense looking a little chaotic right now. Facino putting up a circus pass, or circus shot, as it'll just roll in there off the front iron and give the Spartans now a 9-8 lead over the Panthers.
Really basically threw it off the backboard.
Definitely off balance, opposite foot, anything you could think of.
It did go in, so that's all that counts. Grimes drives, throws the ball away. As Caitlin Hayden checks in for Missouri Baptist, a 5'9" freshman from St. Louis, Missouri. Kaylee Duncan gets the ball with 5 on the shot clock. Lily Grimes drives left, kicks it to Walton. Walton throws it up and is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Definitely got hung up there by the Spartan defender.
That's her third team foul. At the strike for the
Panthers
2 shots for Talia Walton.
going 13 fist on the out-of-bounds play is they're going to pick up full court, I believe. First free throw from Walton is good. Second free throw also good, as here comes the pressure from this Panther defense. The Spartans break the press pretty easily. Panthers are up 10-9, 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. A long 3, good by number 2, Taylor.
That was a beautiful shot by Taylor as she got it up and over the defenders.
Grimes drove all the way the length of the floor, going to pick up the foul on Megan Facino.
Missouri Baptist University foul number 23, Megan Facino. That's her first, team 4.
Grimes at the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw, good.
Megan Facino being the tallest player out on the court right now, towering over even our own Talia Walton at just 6'2". I say just like it's nothing now to these girls. But, if she just would have put her hands up against, Lily Sky, she wouldn't even have had to, jump or pick up a foul, because Lily's a short player.
Yeah, she probably have thrown it right into her hands. As Norris drives to the left, now spins back to the right and throws the ball away. Panther basketball. We're all tied up at 12.
Bargy will inbound for the Panthers here to Grimes. As the Panthers are looking for a surge here to start putting up some points.
Grimes kicks it left corner. Throws it away out of bounds. Callie Nolot, Keely Lamb check in. Number 11 coming in for the Spartans. Rose Wassif from Lakeland, Florida. Down there in Central Florida. Beautiful place.
Where I'd rather be right now instead of out of this rain and the cold.
I could deal with the rain if I was in Florida. It'd just be a lot warmer.
Good pass to Facino.
As we're going to get a charge on number 3, Caitlin Hayden. She picks up her second foul here early.
Talia Walton really keeping her ground there.
We're going to have a sub. Number 5, Kimberly Shaw, checks back in.
Our Panther offense trying to find a stride here. They're looking a little bit chaotic.
Good cross-court pass. A drive by Nolot blocked. Out of bounds, going to stay with the Panthers.
And like I said, Facino being the tallest player on the court right now, she's probably got the longest, wingspan too. So All she has to do.
Walton clears out some space for the lay-in. Panthers take a 2-point lead.
And that's how you got to play it down low, and you have to be matched up against Facino because of the fact that she's so much taller than her.
Taylor drives, throws up a wild shot, no good.
Bargy down with the rebound as the Panthers are going to the other side. Almost a travel there. Lily Sky trying to drive in, finds Walton beyond the three-point line, and that three-pointer is good on the assist from Lily Sky Grimes.
That's going to force another turnover on the inbounds pass. Little confusion.
The Spartans head coach trying to figure out what's going on here too.
Well, I think he tried to call a timeout.
That's probably why Shaw stepped off the baseline there when she was trying to come back in.
Sub comes in, Bargy comes in for Clifford. There was not a timeout called. It was a turnover. Panthers now lead by 5.
Finding Lamb, she put up a circus shot, but it got blocked and tangled up by number 13, Jordan Wyatt. And now Missouri Baptist calling a timeout here and for making for sure that it is a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will be right back here with your Panthers leading 17-12 against the Missouri Baptist Spartans.
Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center. Panthers lead 17-12 in the last game of the day here in the Thanksgiving Classic.
Definitely one of the longest weekends of the Panthers season, with it being a 2-day tournament for the boys and the girls sneaking a game in there.
It's also comes on a week where there's only 2 days of school, so then they stay here over Thanksgiving break. The women had a game on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and now are playing on Saturday afternoon.
Lily Sky with the crazy-looking footwork right now, stopping and starting.
Walton called for a walk.
Yeah, I think she just kind of drug that pivot foot a little bit there. And there's the press defense by the Panthers. But the Spartans don't seem to be having any trouble with that press defense at all, Chris.
No, the Panthers aren't able to get a trap as the Spartans are passing it out before they're able to get the trap, as there's going to be a foul on Walton. As Emma Johnson is going to check in for the Panthers. A 5'11" junior from right here in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Murray State transfer her freshman year.
For Kentucky Wesleyan, number 2, Emma Johnson.
Long three-pointer, good by number 2.
She has been a sharp
Taylor
shooter so far.
I feel like that's just her job. She's out there to shoot. Nowat gets the pass from Grimes, gets it up under the rim, and gets it to go. 2 seconds separate shot clock and game clock. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter from the Owensboro Sports Center.
Definitely a lot of contact there.
As we're going to get a foul on Callie Nowat, her second.
Definitely look like they're just pushing against each other the entire time that was happening.
Keely Duncan going to check in for Nowat.
in the bonus.
Emma Johnson got a piece of that ball, knocked it off of Kimberly Shaw, going the other way.
Panthers just got 10 seconds to bury the rock here.
Grimes with 6. Lamb drives left, gives it back. Duncan, three, no good. Offensive rebound, not able to get the shot up. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. Panthers lead 19-15. We'll be back right after this.
Checking in during the break for the Panthers, number 5, Leah Richardson. Checking in for
Leah Richardson checks in for the Panthers out of the timeout.
number 21, Kenzie Burt.
As Kenzie Burt checks in for the Spartans.
Leah Richardson at the top of the key, just one of the 2 Richardson sisters that are playing on this Panthers team this season. As she tries to pass to Emma Johnson down low and just got away from her. Driving all the way to the basket.
Taylor all the way to the basket.
Kentucky Wesleyan foul number
Foul on number 5, Leah Richardson.
First and the team first.
Trying to get the shot clock correct. 24 seconds on there. As they get it into Alston. As Leah Richardson steals the ball away, 2-on-1. Gives it to Keely Lamb. Great pass. And lay in. Good running the floor there by the Panthers.
Panthers offense definitely looking like they're coming back together here out of that timeout. First period, or the first quarter, they looked like they were kind of struggling a little bit, trying to put good passes together and trying to get open shots.
Also, this Panther team probably not used to playing this late in the day, as most of the time they play at noon on Saturdays and didn't start till closer to 5 o'clock. Johnson with the Euro step, good for the 2.
Driving, good dish out to.
That was a good find from Shaw, trying to get it to number 25, Alston. Ball was tipped out by Alston. Going to go with the Panthers.
Also returning number 1, Sarah Hermosa.
Hermosa and Norris check back in for the Spartans. Panthers have Richardson, Clifford, Duncan, Lamb, and Johnson on the floor. Lamb drives left, throws it all the way cross corner. Emma Johnson, 3, good.
3-point basket, number 2,
And there goes EJ, putting the hand in the cookie jar. She's finishing up that shot.
She knew it was going in right off her fingertips. As just like that, the lead is 11. Emma Johnson
Good footwork by Norris there.
Great defense, even better movement by Norris.
Doing a little shake and bake there against Emma Johnson.
Little step back jumper.
Just barely got Emma off balance as she was trying to go back, trying to follow Norris as she thought she was driving forward, but just happened to miss it there.
And number 11, Lily Sky Grimes.
Bargy checks in. Lamb is going to go to the line to shoot one.
Definitely one of the stronger driving players that get all the way to the basket. She just uses her big body and just her height and all of that just to drive straight through to the defenders, you know, pick up a foul here and now.
Lamb is 5'10", but she is awfully long. She plays bigger than her 5'10" frame. As the free throw's good. Lamb already with 8 points.
Definitely a lot of shiftiness in this Missouri Baptist team as you have Taylor and Norris switching out at the guard positions. Good pass.
Good post defense from Duncan as she tried to take the charge.
Kentucky Wesleyan
Instead called for a block.
That's her first, second team foul.
Alston going to go to the line to shoot two. Walton comes in.
Returning for the Panthers, 21, Talia Walton. At the strike for the Spartans, 2 shots for Alexis Alston.
First free throw from Alston is good.
Gonna have Kaylee Duncan and Keely Lamb down at the other end of the court, down in the corners. As Lily Grimes comes back for the defensive rebound, dishes it out to Keely Lamb, tries to reverse layup, and the ball is out on Alston here, and it will remain white ball.
I think the ref just pointed the wrong way, as it's going to be Missouri Baptist ball here. Three on the way, no good. Foul's going to be on Talia Walton, I believe, for boxing out.
Kentucky Wesleyan foul number 21, Talia Walton. That's her second, third team foul. Checking in for Kentucky
And Walton
Wesleyan,
coming
number
back
2,
out.
Emma Johnson.
And Emma Johnson coming back in for. Looks like Walton is struggling a little bit on, the foul side. I think she's got 2 on her now.
She does. Grimes
just
pokes the ball away. Not able to reel it in.
got 12 on the shot clock. Norris trying to get her feet moving here as Hermosa will just throw up a shot and it'll come right off the glass too hard, and Lily Sky Grimes will drive all the way down to the end, put up a layup as Taylor is called, or not Taylor, Lily.
As they called a foul on Lily Grimes.
Called an offensive foul on her. She thought it was on Taylor.
She thought it was on the defender as she was going to go to the line to shoot an and one.
And the basket will not count as that foul got called on Grimes here. So Norris now carrying the ball, being matched up against Emma Johnson.
Emma Johnson is like, let's go, bring it on,
She's
let's
like,
go.
let's go. Little does she know.
Keely Clifford got a little bit of that shot from Norris. Grimes pulls it out. Pump fake by Lamb.
And there's a push off.
As we're going to have a foul on Norris.
And Norris can't believe it that she got called for a foul. But isn't that most players?
I think Norris was wanting a foul on Lamb, as Lamb did kind of chicken wing her a little bit.
You know, you can't sit here and talk about chicken wings a couple days after Thanksgiving because now I'm still getting hungry.
Turkey
Chris.
wings, then.
Turkey wings. Turkey legs, maybe?
Turkey legs. Emma Johnson hits the 10-foot jumper on the out-of-bounds play. 31-18, Panther lead. 6:04 to go in the second quarter.
Spartans trying to connect here as Norris will put up a long three-pointer. Her and Taylor are seeming like the sharpshooters of this team as they've put up majority of the team's three-point shots here with, you know, only their 21 points.
Norris pretty quick with her moves. Great pass from Bargy to Johnson. Johnson just can't get it to go, and it's going to stay Panther basketball.
That ball's going to come off Hermosa there as her and Kaylee Duncan were trying to go up for the rebound, and it just happened to get the last part of Hermosa towards the end. You're going to have Jordan Bargy and Clifford back into the game here. I think the matchup that I want to see right now is Lily Grimes against, let's see here, Taylor Norris.
Clifford missed the layup, got her own rebound, and is going to go to the line to shoot two.
Looks like Kimberly Shaw there with the foul.
Missouri Baptist University foul number 5, Kimberly Shaw, her first, team third. 2 shots for Kaylee Clifford.
Kaylee Clifford go to the free throw line for the Panthers as she buries the first one here, extending the Panthers lead 32-21. Second one is good as it hits off the back iron, goes straight in. And here's the matchup we've been looking for, Norris and Grimes.
Norris goes right around. Grimes finger roll, no good. Offensive rebound.
Hermosa. And there's
charge.
a charge.
Emma Johnson slides over to get the charge.
Fantastic defense by the Panthers here as they were able to pick that charge up and get it going the other way.
Jordan Watt picks up the foul. Both teams are going to shoot the bonus for the rest of this quarter. Grimes drives left. Shot partially blocked.
Shaw driving to the right. Dish out to Hermosa, as she'll bank it in there for a two-pointer, all by herself. Lily Grimes the dish out to Jordan Bargy for a long three, and that'll get in there for a three-pointer. Jordan Bargy, just one of these new freshmen that are popping up on the radar with all the talent on this team. Norris for a long three, trying to get a call back towards the Panthers, but couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, trying to answer with a three of her own, couldn't get it to go. Had the separation, just couldn't get it. Good give and go. Grimes and Clifford. Grimes not able to get anything to go here in this first half.
Good pass out to Taylor as she'll throw up a three, and that'll be off the front iron. And Emma Johnson will be fouled by number 13, Jordan Wyatt, as she got that ball coming off of the rim. And Wyatt just trying to close in on her too fast. I guess couldn't stop herself and just completely body checked her.
Emma Johnson going to go to the line and shoot free throws after this media timeout. We'll be back right after this. Panthers lead 36-23. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center. Is this the last regular season non-conference game for these Panthers? As the next time they'll be in action after tonight is on Thursday. They will be playing Ohio Dominican here in a men-women doubleheader. As Emma Johnson gets the free throw to go.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the girls are going to have, I think a 4 or 5 game streak where they're playing all conference games. They won't have a break in between.
They have 4 straight conference games, Ohio Dominican, Tiffin, Cedarville, and then Trevecca. And then around Christmas break, they'll play Harris Stowe and Cumberland. One game before Christmas, the other game after Christmas, closer to New Year's, before picking back up.
Norris trying to just throw up a desperation shot there as Clifford probably got a finger on it. Down at the other end, Keely Lamb.
Duncan gives it. Emma Johnson, wide open three, no good. Richardson fights for the rebound, could not get it.
And Taylor will put up the 2-pointer off the glass as she bumped into Johnson there.
Richardson drives left, gives it to Duncan in the left corner. Skip pass, Keely Lamb, three, no good. Emma Johnson gets the rebound, could not get it to go. Was going to go to the free throw line.
That foul's going to go against Alexis Alston.
Her second foul. Emma Johnson has definitely put her name into consideration for sixth Woman of the Year, I'd say, is early on in the season. As she leads the team in scoring already here, coming off the bench.
What are our scoring leaders looking like right now, Chris? Who we got?
Emma Johnson has 9, Keely Lamb with 8, Talia Walton with 7. Emma Johnson, first Panther in double figures.
And Hayden will come in for Alston.
Taylor leads the scoring for Missouri Baptist with 8.
Got Taylor matched up against Duncan here. She'll try to find an opening to one of her teammates. She'll split the defense, lose the ball, and Richardson will come up with it.
Taylor's going to pick up a foul. Richardson's going to go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Definitely was reaching way, way too far in on Richardson there, and she'll pick up that foul.
For Kentucky Wesleyan, 2 shots for Leah Richardson.
Lady Panthers are phenomenal free throw shooters.
Yeah, I've been banned from saying anything about free throws for this Lady Panther team.
Why is that?
Well, last year we were perfect from the free throw line in the game. I talked about Emma Johnson's free throws percentage one time, and she missed 7 straight free throws. And her mom got mad because I said it, so she told me all about it.
She's probably listening right now and saying, Chris.
I was like, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything about any free throws.
Don't want to make Mama Johnson mad.
No.
In the corner for Emma Johnson, she'll put up a 3. No good, but Keely Lamb will come up with the offensive rebound as she'll dish it back out to Johnson again, over to Clifford. Johnson inside, try to put up a shot, hits off to the back of the backboard, or side of the backboard, as the Spartans will be heading the other way.
Taylor drives. Now, Hayden drives and kicks it out to Taylor for 3, no good. Emma Johnson brings the ball to the floor for the Panthers, out to
in the corner for Richardson.
3, no good.
Off the front iron. Taylor, she will be fouled by Keely Lamb as she tried to keep up with Taylor and just happened to bump right into her.
Bargy and Grimes check in for the Panthers.
Number 11, Lily Sky Grimes.
Keely Lamb looking a little bit flabbergasted that she had picked up that foul against Taylor there.
As Rachel Richardson is going to check in.
Number 21, Kinsey Burt.
As I'm not real sure why she didn't go in there. It's already shot the one free throw.
And the subs are coming in. Nora's coming in for Taylor to give her a relief. And Rachel Richardson coming in for Keely Lamb.
Number 1, Rachel Richardson.
And Spartans look like they're trying to press here, trying to get a little bit of pressure on the Panther offense. Lily Grimes splits the defense, stops, dishes back out to Rachel Richardson. Out to Duncan. Duncan trying to look inside for Bargy, but it was no good.
Grimes drives left, great layup. She finally gets one to go.
She's so good at splitting the defense just because she does the whole stop and go move so well. And with her size and stature, you know, she doesn't have to do much to get past other defenders. And there goes Norris.
Norris with the sweet Dirk Nowitzki-like fadeaway jumper there. As we're under 30 seconds here in the Sports Center, 44-29. Kaylee Clifford had her shot partially blocked, and we're going to get a foul
on Clifford, I believe. As Wasif will shoot 2. I believe it was on actually Jordan Bargy.
Yeah, they're going to call it on Bargy. I think Bargy was all the way down here at this end of the floor.
Well,
But
it is what it is at this point.
Whatever.
She'll get those 2 to go. Spartans showing some full court defense here as the shot clock is off. And there's a travel on Kaylee Clifford.
44-31, 19 seconds to go.
It'll be heading the other way for the Spartans. Samuel Pearson trying to get his team in order here as the last couple seconds run down. And it looks like the Spartans are going to try and get the last shot off here before half. Norris.
I say Norris is going to take the last shot. Step back 3, no good. As that's going to do it for the first half of play. Panthers lead 44-31. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the start of the second half. Thanks for listening to Panther Basketball on the Great Midwest Digital Network.
Oh, we're getting hype. Here we go.
11 seconds till the start of the second half. Panthers were led in scoring by number 2, Emma Johnson, the only Panther in double figures with 11, followed by Keely Lamb with 8, Talia Walton with 7. Taylor for Missouri Baptist was the only Spartan in double figures with 10, followed by Norris with 7 and Facino with 6. Missouri Baptist is going to have the ball out of the halftime break.
And we are a go here at the Owensboro Sports Center where Missouri Baptist is taking on the Panthers.
Panthers lead 41-31 out of halftime. Step back jumper from Norris is good.
A quick basket by the Spartans here as Norris will put up a jumper, a short 2-point jumper if that. Just a stop and go, putting it right up through the net. Lily Grimes doing a spin move, trying to dish it out to Callie Nolott on a no-look pass. Just barely got out of bounds. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Clifford will pull up for a 3, and she'll make that right in the face of number 25.
She was begging the defender to come out on her a little bit further, and she didn't, so she's like, all right, I'll just pull it from here.
It's all right, here we go. Very intellectual shot there.
Good find from Alston to Shaw.
Callie in the corner. Clifford out again for the 3. No good. Grimes will get that offensive rebound as she'll try to go back to the basket driving. She's stopped by Taylor. She dishes it out to Lamb, who will drive from the 3-point and will bank it in off the glass on an up and under.
I didn't think it was going to have enough on it to get over the rim.
I didn't think so either. But, you know, like I said, her just strong build and the way she's just able to muscle through these defenders, getting the ball up and into the basket.
Austin kicks it out to Norris. Shaw on the right wing now gives it back to Norris. The right wing. She drives right, floater blocked by Clifford. Baseball pass to Grimes. Grimes taking it, left-hand layup, good.
Basket by number 11, Lily Sky Grimes.
Could almost mistake Kaylee Clifford for Wiley Kane there, as she just straight dished that out to Grimes all the way down towards the end of the court. Shout out to our football team. I know this was a while back, but, you know, they finally won the Founders Cup against A&B. And it was, you know, new head coach Craig Yeast's first win here at Kentucky Wesleyan College.
At 7 on the shot clock, Grimes gives it to Duncan and going to be called for a walk.
Checking in for Missouri Baptist University, number 23, Megan Facino.
Megan Facino checks back in for Missouri Baptist.
Duncan matched up against Taylor. Taylor will just go right by Duncan and then just stop mid in her tracks beyond the 3-point line as she tries to look for an open man, but she'll drive with a left-hand layup and it'll come off the glass, but it'll be no good as Clifford will come down with the defensive rebound, dish it out to Keely Lamb, and Lamb will have a foul called on number 1, Sarah Hermosa, on Keely Lamb. So Keely Lamb will go to the free throw line for the Panthers here.
Coach Pearson's wanting more of not an offensive foul, maybe just letting it go. As Lamb goes to the free throw line and knocks it down. Lamb second free throw, good.
She'll bury both of them. Norris just going to drive all the way to the basket. As she'll try to throw up a circus shot. No good. A foul will be called on Keely Lamb. And she's just absolutely irate that that foul got called on her because she thought there was no contact there. But the referees will
Referee
call.
said got her with the body.
Yeah.
That's Keely Lamb's third foul already.
Well, you know, with 7 minutes here in the third quarter and then a whole another 10-minute fourth quarter coming up, she hopefully needs to start being a little bit careful with fouls.
I say Coach Neiman's going to get her out of there.
Yeah, Talia Walton will come in for Keely Lamb here. And the Spartans showing full court pressure here. As they try to get a trap, but it won't work as Clifford will dish it out to Nowat, who will then dish it out to Duncan.
Fouls on number 10, Norris, her second.
Norris, her second, also the second team foul.
This second half is looking all too familiar to the first boys game that happened this morning.
3-point basket for
And Callie Nowat
Callie Nowat.
will get a three-pointer of her own. Nothing but net there. Norris matched up against Duncan here as she'll dish out to Shaw. Shaw will mishandle a pass, but it will get picked up by Taylor. who then tries to shoot a three, but it'll be no good. No lot with the offensive rebound.
Great pass from Grimes to Walton. Walton couldn't get the shot to go, gives it back to Grimes.
You gotta love the tenacity of Talia Walton as she fights for the ball every second she gets.
Lily Grimes goes to the hole for the easy lay-in. Panthers lead 58-37 as Coach Pearson's going to call a timeout. That's going to take us to a media timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Missouri Baptist University. Rose Watson, check it in for the Panthers. Number 12.
And here we are back at the Owensboro Sports Center as your Lady Panthers are taking on Missouri Baptist Spartans. Score is 58-37. Panthers lead.
Long three, no good from Norris. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go to the Panthers. Johnson basically threw it right to the defender. Goes out of bounds. Now going to be a little bit easier of a place to take it out from. More under the basket. As Talia Walton gets the inbounds pass from Emma Johnson. Emma Johnson gives it back to Walton. Walton goes all the way up the floor. Dish to Richardson. Richardson back to Walton and for the layup.
Very good team chemistry right there. Very good eyes. You know, looking ahead to see where your teammate is.
That was the jumper from Facino, no good. Grimes pulls down the rebound. Her and Bargy, she goes all the way around the left side, gets the hoop.
There will be a foul called on Grimes. So you count the basket and an extra shot if she makes it here.
Kimberly Shaw, that's her second. The team third. Grimes at the line with one shot. Checking in for the Spartans, number 13, Jordan Wyatt.
Jordan Wyatt coming in for Shaw here.
Joelle Atkins.
And let's see. Wyatt coming in for Facino.
He's trying to get a little bit of a break before the under 5 media timeout, which is coming up in 2 seconds. Lily Grimes misses the free throw.
They'll go the other way for the Spartans. Wyatt giving the ball to Norris. Norris at the top of the key being guarded by one of the Richardson sisters here. She'll get that ball up to Joelle Atkins. And a foul will be called on number 2, Emma Johnson.
There's a timeout.
It's going to do it for the under 5 media timeout in the third quarter. Panthers lead 62-37. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center as Joel Adkins, the sophomore from Kabul, Missouri. Is that the free throw line? First shot, no good. Second shot goes for Adkins.
And here the Spartans go, showing full court defense again as Richardson will.
Great press break there from the Panthers. Bargy with the easy layup. And we got a walk called on the Spartans.
And the Panthers really showing their stick-to-itiveness as they continue to make these fast passes and get these fast breaks and get the easy layups.
Duncan gets the inbounds pass. Richardson on the left wing gives it to Walton. Walton goes up, layup, good.
Very good pickup for the Panthers and Talia Walton. Circus shot.
Floater, no good. Offensive rebound. Three on the way, also no good. Another offensive rebound.
There, and there's the two-pointer by Jordan Wyatt. Richardson carrying the ball, passing out to Emma Johnson as she's guarded by Hayden, who will get a finger in there and will knock the ball away. And she will get fouled, and you can also count the basket for KK Hayden, as she will now go to the line, and the foul on Emma Johnson, as Clifford will now come in for Emma Johnson here.
The basket was good by number 3, KK Hayden. She's got one shot remaining.
Shot no good from Hayden.
And Clifford pulls up from the three-point.
No good. Offensive rebound, Walton.
Off the back iron there, Chris, as Walton will jump up for that offensive rebound. Leah will try to fake it to the left as she drives in and will be fouled.
Foul was on number 3.
And that'll be called on KK Hayden.
That's her third, team foul number 4.
Her third foul.
2 shots for Leah Richardson.
6 players for the Spartans have 2 or more fouls, as the first free throw from Leah Richardson is good. Callie Nowat set to check in for Richardson if she makes this one. Second one rattles in.
Checking in for Kentucky Wesleyan, number 22.
Just kidding. She's coming in for Talia Walton.
Jesus, Chris. Come on now.
When she didn't go in, I thought she was going in for the shooter. Normally you don't see that where they go in for somebody other than the shooter.
Watch your mic there for a second.
There's a mic there.
It's been a long day at the Sports Center here today.
Oh, yeah, I need to take a nap.
It's about time.
It's way overdue.
That pass will be thrown away by KK Hayden, trying to look in the corner for Wyatt, as that ball will bounce right out of the hands of Jordan Wyatt and will actually hit their coach, Coach Pearson, over there on the sideline. Not too happy about that pass.
Richardson gives it to Nowat. Nowat finds a cutting Duncan layup, good.
Dunkin' Donuts, there it is. Just throwing, making baskets. She will split right through the defense.
Dunkin' Donuts, I believe, a proud sponsor of the Kentucky Wesleyan basketball programs.
And
we're gonna have a foul on 24. Adkins.
That's her first team
not only is Dunkin' Donuts a proud sponsor of Kentucky Wesleyan, but it's also a proud sponsor of its Kentucky Wesleyan students, because it's not a day that goes by you don't see a Kentucky Wesleyan student with a Dunkin' cup in their hand during some part of the day.
I mean, it's right across the street. I mean, how convenient can you get?
It can't get any more convenient than that.
Rachel Richardson checks in.
Richardson, number 11. Lily Sky Grimes.
Lily Sky Grimes checks in.
And it looks like Rachel Richardson is going to be coming in for Kaylee Duncan. Off the back iron.
Free
No
throw,
good for the
no
first
good.
one.
Second free throw is good.
Much better.
Rachel Richardson could pass for the twin sister of Leah Richardson, which is her older sister. I mean, they legit look like twins.
Well, at this point, all of them look alike. It's all just kind of running together. You got Rachel, Leah.
I have a third sister that I believe is still in high school that was showing off her skills last week here at the Sports Center.
She got 3 shots up. Is in the, what was the 3-shot minute? 3-shot, 30-second challenge,
Had to make a layup, a free throw, and a 3 in under a minute, and I'm pretty sure she did it in 4 shots.
Definitely showing off the
Richardsons are just athletic.
just the legacy that's going to be left here at Kentucky Wesleyan if a third Richardson sister decides to come. Jordan Bargee will be all tied up and blocked by Joelle Atkins, but Atkins will throw the pass right into Callie Nolot's hands.
Yeah, Panthers getting it right back.
And the shot clock will start over for the Panthers as they get a second chance at this possession. Grimes driving. Cut off.
Has the ball stripped away. Callie Nolot trying to keep the break to a minimum, and she does.
Hayden dishing out to Atkins, and she will bank that in off the glass.
It's a great find by Hayden.
Hayden's getting all up and personal in Clifford's face,
3 by Jordan Bargee in the left corner.
but not before the offense will find Jordan Bargee to get that wide open 3 there.
Bargee tried to slide over and take the charge. Clifford pokes the ball away. 3 on 0.
And there's going to be a
Gonna have
foul.
a foul on number 11, Rose Wassef.
Spartans foul number
She almost
11.
looked to go as fast as Lily Grimes there.
It's her first. Checking in for the Spartans. Number 10, Taylor Norris. Number 21, Kinsey Burt. Number 25,
Lily Grimes at the line to shoot 2 free throws. 53.5 seconds left. Panthers with a 30-point lead. Maddie Boyle at the table to check in. Grimes' free throw is good. Emma Johnson as well as Talia Walton are set to check back in for the Panthers. Second free throw from Grimes is good.
And you got Grimes, Clifford, and Bargee subbing out for the Panthers as they'll take a breather here.
Maddie Boyle, 5'5" freshman from Milledgeville, Kentucky.
She'll get caught up in the screen there as she's now on Taylor. Norris with some good footwork with a floater. No good as Talia Walton will come back down with the defensive rebound. She'll dish out and look back out to Nolot as it almost goes out of bounds, but she saves it to give back to Talia Walton, who will then run right into, it's like Messina.
Facino.
Facino.
Missouri Baptist University foul number 23, Megan.
We're going to have more free throws here
It's her second.
before the end of the third quarter. 22 seconds to go. Panthers lead 76-44. Walton's free throw is good.
It seems like this third quarter has been going on forever.
For 8 days.
Just dreading on. Second one will be no good as Facino will come down with the defensive rebound there. Maddie Boyle being all over Taylor right now as she's got the ball trying to find a person, but she's not letting anybody pass, as somehow Taylor will try to Taylor will end up splitting the defense, getting Maddie Boyle a little caught off guard there, a little off balance, and will try to go for the two-pointer, but it just won't work. And that'll be the end of the third quarter, and the fourth quarter will be starting up here shortly. The score is 77-44. Your Panthers are leading. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back inside the Owensboro Sports Center as we get set for the fourth quarter. Panthers lead 77-44.
Here we go. Maddie Boyle at the point here as she's guarded by Norris. She'll dish it out to Emma Johnson, who will find Talia Walton inside, but won't get it to go.
Going to have a foul on Taylor.
Missouri Baptist University.
Taylor just pretty much cutting her down there.
Serve second, team first. 2 shots.
As she'll go to the free throw line again. Only 9 seconds into the quarter, and we already had a foul.
I know, I don't like that. I don't like that.
That just means it's just going to keep going forever.
Walton's free throw is good.
Like I said earlier, this game, or this second half, definitely resembling the second half of the first game of the Classic earlier today.
Walton's second free throw, good.
Maddie Boyle on Taylor. She'll cut off a pass as the Spartans will try to pass it around the horn here, trying to look for an open spot. Norris trying to shake off Richardson as she'll pass back to Taylor. Richardson cutting off Taylor as she tries to drive back out to Norris. Norris for a in-the-face 3 as she'll get that one to go, bumping the Spartans up to 47.
Panthers trying to run a little bit of offense here, maybe kill some clock. As Walton hits Richardson, backdoor layup, good. Rachel Richardson for the lay-in.
Just a pretty good, backside pass by the freshman there. Really being able to read the defense, but also read your teammates at the same time. It's not an easy thing to do.
Emma Johnson steals the pass away as it's 3-on-3. Emma Johnson's just going to pull it back as they don't have numbers. Rachel Richardson lines up a 3, no good.
Just barely off there.
Maddie Boyle with the reach in.
Decoria Puckett set up at the scorer's table to go in for the Panthers, as well as Sarah Hermosa going in for Casino. And like I said, Puckett coming in for no lot here. Puckett, a 5'5" freshman from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We'll see her first minutes of action here. As Norris is called for another foul.
Her third foul. I guess it was on trying to set a screen, a back screen called for the offensive foul. Puckett with the good move, up under, no good.
And that'll be blocked, but the ball will stay on the Panthers' side as Taylor tries to get the ball, try to save the ball from going out of bounds, but it'll go out on her instead.
No, it's only 6:08. It feels like it's midnight. It's been dark for 14 hours today, I feel like.
Definitely one thing we don't like about the winter.
Nothing.
When it comes,
Nothing I hate.
Gets super dark at 4 o'clock.
Like, I couldn't imagine living in like Alaska where it's dark for basically dark 24 hours a day for
what is it, like 3
months? Yeah.
Crazy stuff. I could not imagine not being able to see the sunlight.
One of the girl I went to high school with is in the military, and she's stationed in Alaska, so she's pretty used to it. I don't know how I could do it. I'd sleep all day.
And Puckett will throw the pass above Johnson's head. She'll be guarded by Hermosa. And Johnson
had a layup.
She had it wide open if she would have dribbled.
Well, I think she'd picked her dribble up already, but all the defenders came up on this side. She would have had a little 8-foot jumper.
Little room there. But instead the ball will be turned over to the Spartans.
She tried to hit Rachel Richardson on the cut and just couldn't get it to her. Shot by Kinsey Burt is good, getting her into the scoring column.
Into the corner.
Rachel Richardson kicks it out. Maddie Boyle's three is short. Offensive rebound.
Boyle will drive.
She's going to bring it back out.
Pass it back out to Puckett here. As Puckett trying to look for Walton, but she'll drive instead. Put up a little floater, and it's not good, but it'll be picked up by Burt on the other side. As the Spartans are now going the other way with the ball here.
A.J. Thomas and Jordan Bargee set to check in for the Panthers. Getting Thomas in the game is going to have every single Panther player is going to be in the game at some point today. Walton and Johnson come out.
For the Spartans, 24, Joelle Atkins. Check it in for Kentucky Wesleyan.
Definitely a smart move by the Neiman's there, getting all of their players in at some point of the game, because then they can see how they play and everything right before conference starts to see their starting lineup.
Three from Taylor is good. Yeah, the Neiman's play just about everybody every game, as they're building for further than just this year. They're not playing for just this year, as those freshmen definitely need to get in the games and see some experience before it's actually their turn.
Puckett driving out to Bargee, but it'll be no good off the front iron, as Rachel Richardson will pick up the offensive rebound.
Walk called on Decoria Puckett, as there was a little bit of a moan from the crowd, as they didn't think that she had walked.
I don't even think she picked up her foot.
Yeah, she kind of looked at it like,
did I do that? I don't think it did.
Panthers lead 81-52, 6:20 to go. Good backdoor cut, find in the left corner.
Taylor, as there will be a foul.
Foul on Rachel Richardson, as we have seen about 9 fouls on three-point shots this week. And I know Max DeBree down there at the scores table is livid. He absolutely hates it.
Well, I'm sure any coach would hate given the, not only will the three-point shot go, but they also get an extra shot at the free throw line because of that. So
Taylor did make the free throw, so that's our second 4-point play of the afternoon. We had one in the men's game. Richardson dumps it off to Bargee for the lay-in, which is good.
As Norris will take it down to the other side, trying to spin move, and it works out for her, as she'll get the spin move and get a short jumper pulled up for 2 points there.
Going to have to continue to follow this team to see what kind of numbers Taylor Norris puts up in their conference play, as Boyle hits a nice reverse lay-in on the offensive side.
And Puckett will intercept that pass from corner to corner, and she'll give it out to Bargy, who will then bring it back for Puckett as the Panthers are trying to get a good backside pass.
Rachel Richardson's pass to A.J. Thomas. Got it out to Bargy for the 3. Got the offensive rebound. 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Panthers 85, Spartans 58. Puckett drives right, kicks it. Rachel Richardson 3 at the buzzer is good.
At the buzzer.
Point basket number 1, Rachel Richardson.
Panthers are well on their way to 100 points here as the Spartans are going to call a timeout. That's going to take us to our media timeout as well. Panthers lead 88-58. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center and the final game of the Thanksgiving Classic presented by Hampton Inn by Hilton. Thank you to Shelby McConnell and her staff at Hampton Inn Owensboro South as a 3 from Taylor's no good.
And A.J. Thomas being one of the taller players up on the team. Out on the court right now will come down with the offensive rebound as she tries to work Taylor down low.
Boyle drives right, can't get anything. Now drives back to the right. Going to have a body check on number 3, Hayden, as her 4th.
The Spartans getting close to fouling out at least a couple players if they continue the way they're continuing in this fourth quarter here.
Yeah, I'd like to see the officials kind of let up on the fouls. Like if it's obvious, like that one, as number 3, Hayden picks up her 5th foul.
And there's that is 5 for Hayden. She will foul out, and so number 15, Lauren Ebert, will come in for the Spartans.
Missouri Baptist University, number 15, Lauren Ebert. For Kentucky Wesleyan, number 2, Emma Johnson.
As Maddie Boyle will start her free throws. She'll miss the first one. Look away for a second, trying to calm herself down a little bit. I feel like she's one of the more explosive players on this team. Once she starts getting going, you know, she gets going pretty quick.
Second free throw is good by Boyle. Gets her name into the scoring column, now has 3 points.
So I think that's, you know, with her getting all hyped up and everything, you know, she's just a freshman. You know, it's going to be her first year. It's going to be her most exciting year. So I guarantee you by the time that, you know, she's around and, you know, gets a couple more seasons under her belt, a couple more games, you know, she'll settle down a little bit.
Puckett and Thomas, again, the only Panthers not in the scoring column, as I'm sure they're going to try to get them some points. As A.J. Thomas now has the ball. She's going to drive left, kick it out to Maddie Boyle. 12 on the shot clock. Emma Johnson, 3.
No
almost
good.
Banked it in, but no good.
It's a wide open 3.
Emma Johnson slides over, cuts off her man. 3, no good from the corner from Ebert. 2:50 to go here in this game. 89-60, Panthers lead.
Adkins dishes it out to Wasif as she'll pick up a wide open three-pointer as Maddie Boyle struggled to get back to her man to kind of cut off that three-point shot there.
Rachel Richardson gives it to A.J. Thomas on the right wing as she drives right, now pulls it back out. Emma Johnson. Emma Johnson drives right, kicks it to Maddie Boyle. Long 3 is good.
Oh, yeah, she'll get that in there.
Number 3, Maddie Boyle.
Maddie Boyle from behind the NBA stripe as the Panthers are only 8 points away from breaking the century mark here in this one. 2 minutes to go.
It was all on the flick of the wrist of that jump shot.
Long three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound pulled in. Another 3, no good from Wasif.
Emma Johnson with the board there.
Great pass from Richardson to Thomas. Thomas could not get it to go.
Both teams looking like they're kind of slowing down a little bit here.
Great find inside as White
Taylor
couldn't find the angle. As we're just going to get some subs in. As Taylor made the last layup. Taylor has 17 points. 19 points after the last bucket. 6 of 17 from the field. Taylor Norris has 16 points. 16 of 15 from the field. Panthers are led in scoring by Talia Walton and Lily Grimes, both with 14. Keely Lamb with 12.
Haven't seen much of Keely Lamb since the third quarter when she had picked up her third foul.
Picked up her third foul, went to the bench, and hasn't been in since.
No. 7 on the shot clock. Maddie Boyle passing down to A.J. Thomas. 2 shots.
1 on the shot clock, shot blocked. Rachel Richardson.
And the Panthers will pick up a shot clock violation here.
Had to throw it up. As there's 53 seconds to go, Panthers 92, Spartans 65. Panthers are going to improve on the season to 7-0. Pass deflected as Decoria Puckett takes the length of the floor, now pulls it back out. Rachel Richardson on the left side. She drives left. She gives it to A.J. Thomas. Bank shot, no good.
2 missed layups by the transfer here, A.J. Thomas. And Maddie Boyle with a quick steal there.
Maddie Boyle is going to try and take it. She gets blocked.
Denied by Jalen Taylor.
Boyle could have just dribbled out the clock by bringing it back out. 13 seconds to go. Floater, no good.
And that ball will be dribbled out as the shot clock runs down.
That's going to do it from the Owensboro Sports Center and the Thanksgiving Classic. Thank you to Hampton Inn by Hilton for sponsoring this year's tournament. Panthers take this one 92-65. As we'll take a step away for just a minute, get the final stats, and be back. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center as the Panthers win 92-65 over the Missouri Baptist Spartans. The Missouri Baptist Spartans were led in scoring by Tiani Taylor with 19 points on 6 of 17 shooting. The next leading scorer was Taylor Norris with 16 points on 6 of 15 shooting, excuse me. And then the next leading scorer was Megan Facino, 3 of 5 from the field with 6 points. The Missouri Baptist team shot 45% from the field, 80% from the free throw line, had 12 of 15 from the line, had 26 turnovers. So that's something that the Panthers definitely looked at coming into this game as something they could take advantage of, as they forced the Missouri Baptist Spartans to have 26 turnovers and converted on
at least
most
25.
of those, had 25 points off those 26 turnovers. I'm going to give it over to Jalen for the Kentucky Wesleyan stats.
So your Panthers, let's see, were led by Callie Nolott. Let's see here. Excuse me. Lily Grimes had 14 points here. Also, Talia Walton had 14 points. And going down the list here, we had Keely Lamb with 12 and Emma Johnson with 11. And your Panthers were shooting 47.5% from the field goal. And let's see, 42 beyond three-point, as well as creating, or they had 12 overall turnovers, which isn't bad. You know, it's definitely cut in half from the Missouri Baptist turnovers there. And, you know, the Spartans only converted on 15 of those turnovers.
The Panthers had 70 points in the paint. They scored 92, 70 of those from the paint. That's going to do it from the Owensboro Sports Center. We will see you on Thursday. Thank you for listening to Panther Basketball on the Great Midwest Digital Network.